I don't even remember how we start the show.
I don't either. We haven't done it in so long.
My chair just started.
I'm Rebecca Gordon.
I'm Sylvia Gordon.
And on this week's of the Weekly Wednesday
Oh
Wrap
my
Up,
God, my chair's dying.
we need new equipment. And we're going to talk about how Amazon is getting out of the healthcare business.
And preferred pharmacies, does that really impact your clients?
Heck yeah.
And ID cards and other fascinating Medicare stuff. Stay tuned.
It's also fascinating. So, good news. I don't know. Good news. So 3 years ago, we were reporting that Amazon and JP Morgan and Berkshire Hathaway, which I think you have to pronounce the name like that, were forming a healthcare company, right? Because I remember being at a lot of rollouts, and they're like, "Oh, Amazon's getting into healthcare.
They're coming.
It's gonna dismantle the whole la 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 la."
Let me tell you, they're still coming.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not right now.
Right. So
They're coming. They're coming for your job. I mean, how many of you have the Alexa thing in your kitchen? I have Google Home, and
I think I have them
you
all.
and we gave them to agents for a long time. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna
Oh,
happen.
it's coming.
Where I'm cooking right now. I cook and I say, "What's the weather?"
Love it.
And I do all this stuff, and I love it. And it's gonna
I love
say,
it.
"Hey, I'm getting ready to turn 65. Send me some quotes on my
Yeah.
Medicare," and it's gonna happen.
Just not right now.
But not right now.
So the company they formed, they called it Haven, and I want to read. So basically, it's dismantled 3 years later. But this is what the CEO of JP Morgan said, and I just think it sounds funny. And I like what he said. He said, Haven worked best as an incubator of ideas, a place to pilot, test, and learn, and a way to share best practices across our company. Our learnings have been invaluable.
Yeah, okay, whatever. So it was 3 large companies that wanted to maintain their own healthcare costs, which is a
Right.
good idea. But one of the problem was they too many chiefs.
They
not
had
enough
too many
Indians.
cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, I think that was I can't racist. I'm not allowed to say that anymore. I don't know, but
You can say cheese, that's fine.
okay, but yeah, they all tried to do it separately, but it's coming.
It's coming.
They're gonna regroup, and they're coming for your job and my job.
But it's not coming right now.
But it's not coming right now.
So that's kind of cool. I think that's good news. So hey.
That is good news. We'll take it.
Okay, so those of you, I hope you're all over our website daily because we change it, we update it, we have new tools and features. But please, especially during this time of year, don't forget about our live chat box. And the reason why I bring this up, which is a massive strain on the old core, is because a lot of your customers are calling in right now, waiting on hold times forever to try to add a different doctor to their card or to have their doctor taken off. And they all have chat boxes. They all have super easy ways to communicate that without staying online or staying on the phone call and waiting a long time. So let your marketer know if you'd like to know these carriers such as UHC, Humana, Aetna. They all have functions like this. So it's a great way for your clients to save time. That's pretty.
Yeah, this is so cute. So many of you don't know that Rebecca has a nickname, and if you do know it, put it in the comments. This might be a hint. Robin, Cardinal, yeah. Her older sister gave her the nickname. Oh, Chantal, that's from
Chantal gave me this, but yes, my older sister.
Okay, as far as the chat boxes can
older.
save your butt too. Because if you're sitting in front of a client and they start asking you stuff that you don't know, a lot of agents are just hitting us in the chat box because this is not automated, this is not AI, this is live. Our marketing team answers this. So there's people with sales experience on the other end telling you what's going on. And so you can look really good in front of your client when you either don't know something or just, a lot of times I'm just having a brain moment. It's just too much stuff.
Right. Is it a good idea to go to a preferred pharmacy?
Heck yes.
Heck yes.
That's so funny. She wrote it in the script for me.
Thank you, Erin.
Heck yes. Heck yes. Thank you. But
That's awesome.
Yeah. And another question that you're going to get from your clients is,
so comfortable.
do I have to switch my prescriptions since I switched my Part D plan? So do I have to switch everything with my pharmacy? And so the answer is no. And the problem is you might not still be going to your new pharmacy might not be a preferred pharmacy though. So you can stay at your same pharmacy in most cases because most of the Part Ds use everybody, but your new pharmacy might not be the preferred pharmacy with your new Part D, so you don't save as much money.
How much money can you
A
save
lot of layers.
by going to a preferred pharmacy?
So you can zoom in on this and see.
So these are the 3 medications. I can't pronounce any of these.
Yeah, so and just whatever, reflux medicine and a basic high cholesterol medicine and magnesium. So you can see at CVS, at Walmart, Preferred, at Walgreens, boom. So yeah, you save a lot of money going to the preferred pharmacy, and a lot of agents, when you're doing your sales presentation during the appointment, there's so many things to go over.
Right.
And even if you did, touch on preferred pharmacies, they can only absorb so much stuff at one time.
For sure.
So that's why it's critical, no matter how much of an ace you are at the sales presentation, that you take the first quarter of the year, preferably you really hit it hard in January, to call your clients. And if you don't have time, like I said, hire a college kid or high school kid or a Fiverr assistant, and just call them and say, do you have any questions? Have you filled your prescriptions? Have you gotten a physical? Have you made an appointment with your doctor? Do you have your ID cards? Do you have any questions? Have you made a decision about that dental, vision, or hearing extra coverage? Have you made a decision about maybe talking to me, setting up a separate appointment to talk about a burial plan or your investments? Make that call now. Why they still remember you and like you and don't hate you. Because as soon as something bad happens, right, then they hate you.
They do.
They don't hate Aetna and Anthem and Humana. They hate you because you're the face of Aetna and Anthem and Humana, right? And they're like, this wasn't approved, and this doctor left the network,
right?
And they hate you.
Why didn't you tell me?
And you have no way to know. So get in while you're still in your honeymoon phase right now, and really help solidify, build that relationship with your new clients that don't know you very well, and help augment the relationship with your existing clients, because a lot of this is just CYA. It's just because it's not your fault. Right. So like the ID cards were exceptionally late this year with one of the largest carriers. Last year it was a smaller carrier, and it was a big mess last year. But that makes the agent look bad.
For sure.
And I had a lot of calls and texts myself, and they're like, Sylvia, it's December 25th. I still don't have my card. And I'm like, hey, it's coming.
I'd get nervous too.
And I'm going in the portal again, make sure that and then they're like, Sylvia, it's December 28th. And I'm like, it's coming. Right. Sylvia, it's January 3rd. And now I'm like, what the hell? And they're thinking, am I a scammer?
Right.
So United got out ahead of this, they were a little bit behind, but they didn't get ahead of it. I don't know. They stood up. They caught up. And they said, hey, you can just go print these ID cards.
Yeah.
So thank God. Let's use technology to solve this problem. Going forward, every carrier, I hope, is alert to the fact that the mail is probably never going to get faster. And if you're selling cases all the way up to December the 7th, and they got to get the welcome letter out and get the ID cards out, this is a problem we will have forever, unless they cut off AEP earlier, God forbid. So the best thing you can do is what I always do is say, it might be late, but if it is, so like in our client newsletter, we said, hey, if you don't have your new drug ID cards, all you need is this data, the RX, the bin number, the group, blah, 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 and you can go and you can get your prescription filled. But if you don't have your new doctor card and you go to the doctor, you can't just say, hey.
It would cause people to be very unnerved.
Especially people that changed plans, older people, they're thinking, what the heck just happened? Because I still don't have my
And then I could
cards.
see them complain to their kids, perhaps, and now the kids are calling you.
Right. And they hate
What'd you
that
do to my
carrier.
mom?
They hate that carrier because that carrier
just be ahead of it.
was late.
It's realistic expectations. Saying that, we are hosting several webinars right now with Erin Bennett, one of our most seasoned partners who joined our team full time. We're super pumped about that. And she's been talking about the medical plan. So while you're in this honeymoon phase, to go back as a touch to your clients during OEP, and then she delivers a fabulous presentation, a way to transition into the medical plan. So be looking for her webinars. She's going to be doing them weekly, and they're all sales focused.
So are you going to talk about any of this? Is for later?
No, you are now supposed to talk about this.
Oh, Irma. Oh, hell.
I know that sounded really awesome. I thought you'd like that.
Irma. I love Irma. And there's several videos, and a lot of you.
Go Google it.
No, this is a good sales hack because we're asking you guys to be basically
awesome.
pseudo experts in pharmacology,
Oh God.
in
yeah.
taxes, in Social Security, in
Everything,
Medicaid,
yes.
in so many things. And I don't know who could possibly master all these things, right? So cut yourself some slack. That's realistic that you're not. You want to be a master of Medicare and you want to have some foundational knowledge on all these other things that spur off of it. But use our videos. I have lots of agents that say they pull the video up on the Irma and they just show it. And they just let us say, here's 3 minutes on Irma, or here's 3 minutes on Social Security, or here's. So you don't have to be an expert on all these things. You need experts behind you.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here for.
Dun, 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 dun.
So Irma goes up. It went up a lot. It will go up every year. Can I just say that? Did you have the chart and put on the screen?
No.
Because that's what I do for my clients. My client newsletter, I just say, hey, if you make a lot of money, good news. You made a lot of money. Bad news. You pay a lot more for Medicare because Medicare is means tested. You'll pay more for the Part B. You'll pay more for the Part D. It will be listed, itemized on your Social Security statement. And some people will call you and say, what is this? And then a lot of people like to argue. I think I attract that caustic client that likes to argue. And I'll say, Medicare Part B is $148.50. And they'll go, no, it's not. It's $262.
Oh.
Or they argue with me. And then or theirs is free, and it's free because they're a Medicare.
Right.
You know? So it's always good if you're an agent to be able to have that chart handy, you know, where to pull it up quickly, screenshot it, Google it, have
Google
it.
it.
Old-time people that put it into plastic carriers.
I like that.
But to be able to talk about it, because when you're talking to a client, you're not just educating that client. I always look at that client like a constellation.
Oh, for
So
sure.
I always try to tell them things that don't necessarily pertain to them because I said, I know you're going to share this information
Right. Right.
with your family and your friends. That's how I got like a whole tennis club because I had one lady that played tennis, and she went back and told her whole tennis club
Oh,
that I
that's so
became the
cool.
tennis club agent. And part of that is because
Nice.
she came and she said, my sister has Anthem Blue Cross Med Sup. I want it. Let's go. Boom, bomb. But instead of just giving her what she wanted, I
Right.
gave her,
You gave her knowledge.
yeah.
Good job.
And yeah.
Good job.
So that's all we have for this episode.
Great selling. Have a great day.
Thanks guys.